On today's episode, Paul the Punter surprises me with free airline tickets to what would be my first trip ever to Canada. I'm gonna be in Canada in 3 days?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What up, homie?
So, I told No Brakes Nate,
I'm going to Whistler this weekend.
Oh, dude.
then told Landy,
Canada, here I come.
Yeah, dude.
The land of poutine, legal weed.
Oh, man.
then told Steady Spin.
I'm going to Whistler! Dude, it's gonna be awesome. Awesome. I expect you to hit everything besides crab apple.
I packed up the bike, yes! Loaded up the truck, kissed the wife, kissed the dog, kissed the wife and the dog, then headed out to Charlotte to catch an early flight. I checked into a hotel, passed out. 3 hours later, woke up, feet on the ground, wheels out the door. Somewhere around 5 a.m., arrived at the airport, which, to no surprise, was a bustle, and I think someone farted. It was me. Got on a plane. Fear of flying is still real, but a few hours later, we touched down in Chicago. I hustled over to my next gate, still farting, but it's cool as long as you keep moving. Hashtag crop duster. Hashtag wasn't me, I think that lady did it. Got on another plane. Takeoff still sucks, but after a few more hours in the air and a brief colon exam at customs, I finally made it to Canada.
My valet has arrived. It is Paul the Punter. All right, I better put this in the truck before we get in trouble.
It's Paul! It's Paul! Hello! I feel like we've known each other for so long.
We have, but
We do.
We've never met in person.
Well, we've never met in person.
We've basically got the same sunglasses on. Oh, hold on.
Where's your backwards hat?
It's right here, don't worry.
Come on, Paul. Bam. We came to pimp out Canada. I don't know what that means. I probably am hungry.
Did you say pimp out?
Yeah.
How are we gonna pimp out a whole country? I don't know. Better get started.
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah.
And as we made our way from Vancouver to Squamish, I took in the culture. We discussed things like the week's itinerary, the places we were gonna ride, and normal get to know each other type stuff like what is a furry exactly.
I'm a furry. This is how I'm telling you. Yeah, that thing.
Oh, you're a furry.
Oh, yeah, this is how I'm telling you.
So you want to have sex in a bunny costume?
Is that what that actually is? I don't really know.
It could be any animal.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be any animal. Seem to know a lot, BOBO.
And after a scenic AF ride to Squamish, Paul decided to make the trip official. So we did the right thing and went directly to the pub.
Ah, that's the spirit. Paul asked if I wanted a flight. I didn't know he meant my own flight.
This is your second flight, okay? Second flight today, for sure.
Ah yes, there's nothing quite as accommodating as a freshly brewed, delicious craft beer.
Oh, there it is.
And considering we had a long day of riding ahead of us, might as well have several. After all, going to need all those calories for that climb tomorrow. Know what I'm saying?
Ooh, oh man.
That's really nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's the sour, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's the next day, transition.
Alright, so been in Canada long enough, it's time to put wheels on the ground. Time to go ride.
We're about to be shown up by a very fast lady.
Well, story of my life.
Kristen,
Nice to
BOBO.
meet you. Nice to meet you. This is Kristen's gonna be showing us around and, well, for at least as long as I can keep up.
Are we YouTubing here?
Yay!
That's what's happening. Yeah, this is my first time in Squamish. Any advice for my inaugural ride? Inaugural? Inaugural. That's the advice.
Have you tried not crashing?
Over there. God, he's already.
All right, following Paul. Bye.
First, we dropped in on Meadow of the Grizzly, while Kristen went to hit something I can only assume is death-defying, based upon the look Paul gave when she mentioned it at the trailhead.
Whee! Riding in Squamish. Going really fast. Ooh! There's a tree right there. Round and round and around she goes. If you're looking for the motherfucking nasty flow. What?
And it didn't take long before I was reminded that I was no longer in Asheville.
This is fucking gorgeous.
I mean, just look at that view.
Wow. What?
I've been saying.
What?
And Paul wasn't kidding. If this is just the appetizer,
Whee!
I can't wait to see what's next. So we descended the last bit of the trail,
Woo! Oh, hello!
and there was Kristen already waiting for us.
Woo!
That was awesome. And a romantic view up top too. We held hands for a moment.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so we're at the top of Angry M.
Angry Midget.
Midget.
What? Oh, they've actually changed it to M.
The name. You gotta be PC these days, Paul. You gotta be politically correct. Here's the game plan. We're just gonna follow Kristen and we're gonna do our best to keep up and not be completely engulfed by your dust cloud. Anything I need to know about you while we're following you?
Just the screaming.
What?
Everything's fine.
Pardon?
It usually means there's a corner coming up.
So you're very vocal, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a vocal eater, and like sometimes my wife like has to like call it right out. She's like, too much.
Yeah.
Too much. We're in public. All right, cool. So you scream a lot?
Yep.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Keep down.
Oh, no, wait. I'm so sorry.
Squirrels.
I'm notorious for this. So notorious for this.
Kristen's like, this is the best day. I'm not frustrated at all. Look at that body language.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so we finally dropped in on Angry M, and I got my first taste of Squamish tech, and holy shit.
Keep Paul in sights. Like, know where the line is. Yeah. Woo. Ha. Woo. She does scream. Woo! Oh, sick.
Hey, what can I say? This trip was already turning out to be the best surprise ever. I mean, if there's an afterlife for mountain bikers, I hope it looks something like this.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that was great. Sorry. Yeah, that was my. These are the moves that got my wife.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck is this? This is awesome. Whoa. What?
KG something steep buttons.
Oh, okay. Something steep? Is that not what we just did? Take us to the top, bro. Yeah, bro. Woo-hoo. Everybody on the bus. All right, kids. So we hopped on the shred shuttle and headed back up to do the quote-unquote steep stuff. So we're gonna do what you did, what you started out on.
Yeah,
19.
your warm-up lap. Kristen's warm-up lap.
Kristen's warm-up lap.
Sweet. Just remember that.
We're there. Where are we, Paul?
With the top!
I cannot wait to put sound effects of that.
Oh, Paul, look at that ass.
All right, time to refocus, because we're about to descend the 19th hole. Thanks, dude.
You're welcome, dude.
Rock angel. Gravel angel.
So good. It feels so good.
It's working.
We're dropping on the 19th hole. This is Kristen's warm-up trail.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go.
Front brake is refreshed.
Front brake is front brake.
Oh, wow. And as Paul dropped into the steeps, I reluctantly followed, completely uncertain of what was to come.
Whoa.
But it didn't take long for me to realize what I had signed up for.
Intense. Whoa. Let's sit on that one. Woo!
Yeah.
Back
That's it. That's fun. Woohoo! Oh, feet. Come on.
What can I say? Being scared is fun, and this trail doesn't disappoint. It's steep, technical, and fast.
Woo! Whoa! Don't go off of the ledge.
And did I mention it was steep?
Yeah. 19 hole. They're referring to my butthole right now. Jesus. God.
I thought it was better to not let you check that out.
Yeah, thank you.
Because often when people check that out, they get over it.
What's the saying? Ignorance is bliss? God damn.
So that's called the cheese grater.
Feels like my asshole's a cheese grater right now. Shit. Whew. Intense. Show me the line. Wow. Ah. Whoa. Whoa. Ah. It's crazy. Oh man, she's gone. Damn it. So much for seeing the line. It was just like, oh, that would have been great. I should have sent it. I didn't know what it looked like because I saw all that other shit. Plan is to stay in sight so that I can see what she does and try to do that. Already lost it.
Yep, they say you're a product of your environment, and Kristen here is no exception. In fact, she's a bona fide badass, and since I can't keep up, I'm gonna have to rely on, well, me. I know, yikes.
Oh. I'm all right. Okay. Gotta get my wits. This shit's crazy. Welcome to the B&W, bitch. I had a friendly OTB. Oh, no. But I'm okay. I live. Only got 3 more pedal strikes.
That's right, already acquiring souvenirs. Some that'll last a lifetime. But I gotta admit, never in my wildest dreams did I think a simple country boy from the Carolinas would ever make it all the way to British Columbia to mountain bike. I feel so grateful for this opportunity. This trip was truly one of the biggest surprises ever. And the second biggest surprise was that root sticking out over there.
Woo. Oh.
Day 1 in the books in terms of riding, actually. There's still plenty of the day left. We're gonna go get some food now.
So far, first 48 hours have been epic. Oh my god. Wait until now when we dine. Oh. How close have I got? How much time?
You got 2 feet. 3 feet.
2 feet? Where's me? Where's Canada?
1 feet. Oh.
Half a meter.
And just like that, my first ride in Squamish was over. We were super hungry, so Paul took us to a little restaurant with a pretty decent view. And I gotta say, this has already become a memorable trip that I'll cherish for a lifetime. And we still got Whistler to look forward to. Man, life is epic. Hey, thanks for coming along with me on this journey today, and a huge thanks to Paul the Punter for flying me out here. Be sure to go subscribe to his channel, link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. You've been biking with Bobo.